So you know how the inability to sing or make music has never stopped a single YouTuber from making music? Today we're talking about Smosh music videos. All of them. Smosh's earliest YouTube videos were two dudes chilling in their bedroom and lip-syncing to the Power Rangers theme or the Pokemon theme song, and these are known as the very first TikToks. They obviously transitioned to more comedy skit stuff and became a little bit popular, a little well-known. The whole history of Smosh as a whole could be its own video, which it literally is if you want to check out Foot of a Ferret's video, which is the best recap thing that I can think of. But today we're just going to focus on the evolution of their music videos from the beginning to the end. Now you'd expect their first music video to be a parody, because with parodies you're able to build off known source material and kind of use that as your jumping off point, easier to write lyrics, it's very recognizable for anyone who wants to check it out. But surprisingly, their first music video that wasn't lip-syncing was their own original IP. Maybe they were trying to stay far away from any sort of copyright issues? Maybe? But let's begin with...
It's hard to live with the body of cardboard. You think with this cute smile I'd be adored?
You know what's a funny joke? Bad rapping. And boy, is that gonna be the joke for most of this video. I understand the approach where it's oh, we don't have the budget or the equipment to make something that's genuinely high quality, so we're gonna lean into the fact that we aren't very good at it. The problem is, that is really hard to listen to.
The Boxman, he's the Boxman.
The storyline that they've constructed for their original character is that Boxman was Ian until he was hit by a bunch of cars, and then he was reconstructed by a homeless man. The thesis of the song is essentially, it sure is hard being a box, man. You know, it's not the worst that we're gonna see.
All I hear about is Christmas spirit. That man, I don't want to hear it.
Boxman shares his feelings about the holiday season. This video is pretty much just more of the same. You wouldn't expect Boxman to be a recurring character, but he has a lot of songs. For a bunch of their early videos, they would bring in some of just their friends or whoever they could get to kind of fill roles in skits. And most of the time these people would be kind of uncomfortable because YouTube was hardly a thing yet, and this wasn't a normal part of society, I guess. But this poor girl, they made her sing.
Calm down, guys, no need to fight. I can give y'all some tonight.
And you know she didn't ask for this.
His name is Max and he's going to school. He doesn't wear a helmet because he's so cool.
Check out this music video about Max, who's probably the most hardcore kid alive. The joke is that Max isn't actually hardcore.
Transformers will punch you in the face. Transformers will do the Macarena. Transformers always say no to drugs.
This one's interesting because it's their first actual music parody, and it's Transformers but crass with some of their own jokes. This is the first one they actually add some serious post-production to their voices, which makes it more listenable. Not much, but it's something. I'll take it.
There was this one time not too long ago. I saw this one girl that made my heart explode.
This one wins some serious points for choreography.
Oh my god, is this Fortnite?
Teleporting, fat guy. Teleporting, fat guy.
Somehow, this character became an icon. Boxman was never animated. Teleporting Fat Guy was animated. This is a rare case in which both Ian and Anthony are the straight men in the situation. They don't sing, so if you're gonna grab someone to sing a song, why couldn't you ask someone who could sing? This one's mercifully short, but it goes on for a minute 30 too long. He has a power glove, and he's fat.
My name is Boxman, I'm running for prez. I know I'm gonna win, cause I'm better than the rest.
This one is so very, very, very 2008. Very topical jokes about McCain and Obama. Boxman supports free healthcare. It's got sex in the title, so we got 24 million views, baby! Your no-no place will never be the same. Trust us. For this one, they partnered with an actual band, and it definitely improves some parts of the music, like this bit here. Pretty solid.
Max has got a car!
Max has a car now. The music is bad.
Throw my burger in the air, then I drink some of your soda.
This one is wild because it is officially sponsored by Carl's Jr. Not only was Smosh becoming more mainstream, but now they're clearly known for making music in particular. Carl's Jr. either asked them to write a song, or agreed to have them sing a song about their burger. You know the marketing team had no idea that partnering with these YouTube weirdos would get them over 8 million eyeballs on their sandwich. As far as I know, this is the only sponsored music video that Smosh has produced, and it's fun. This one's a spiritual successor to Sex Ed Rocks. Again, you have real musicians almost making it listenable. And I kind of like the title and the sentiment of it, because it's 4 years foreplay is high school, and it's just this preamble to real life. It's solid. I like it.
Now on Boxman version 2, out with the old box, in with the new.
This is the last Boxman video. Thank God. Boxman is mean and in a gang now. This was the first music video that was made available on iTunes, which, when you put it on iTunes, there's the expectation that this is music, you know?
Here's the thing about saying fire truck. It starts with F and it ends with up.
I think this is where they finally struck gold. The joke starts to evolve a little bit beyond, haha, the song is bad. Ian and Anthony do voices, but they're not intentionally grating. Sometimes the writing is genuinely funny, and sometimes the joke works just because the delivery is good.
Failure class. Fire truck. Scratch your ass. Fire truck.
It makes sense that this one was such a success because it had mass appeal. I knew so many people that would say fire truck because of this song. And when you're 12 years old, you're like, I get it. It's just like the word.
That's right, it's a fanny pack, bitches. Hot pink and matches my britches.
The song is nothing. This is where my personal nostalgia really starts to kick in. Sadly, I could probably recite this song word for word. Remember how Smosh started out by making TikToks based on popular theme music? Their video based on the Pokemon theme song was taken down due to copyright issues. Thus, Pokemon theme song, Revenge. So here we have a song that dips more into genuine satire in the way it criticizes YouTube copyright policies while making nostalgic reference to their own original video. It's got some fun visual gags, and you can tell they're having a lot of fun with it. Is the singing good? No, but it's the heckin' Pokemon theme song. Of course it's gonna get in your head. So Ian finds some kittens that eat too much grass and then vomit all over his house. This one is dumb. Again, nostalgia. We finally have a song where the joke isn't that it's bad. Like, they pulled out all the stops for this one. They have a fun parody where they actually hired someone that can sing. She's super talented and gives this video way more polish and quality than it probably deserves. Ian still can't sing, but he's not trying to do a voice or intentionally make himself sound worse. Can you believe that actually makes the song better? He just delivers some serviceable rapping. Anthony plays Ganondorf and his voice is edited to make it more fitting for the character, so again, it just works. Also, this feels like as good a time as ever to talk about all the yikes that came from these being a product of their time.
L-I-N-K, like L-I-N-K.
Especially with comedy, it don't age well. If I mentioned everyone in every video, we'd be here for a lot longer. So I just mention it here because at least when Ganondorf does it, he's the bad guy, so I can rationalize it in my head as like, haha, that still holds up because it would make sense for the villain to be that way. Even visually, you can tell that they put a lot of effort into the costumes, the locations, the effects. It's amazing what you can do when you actually try and have a budget.
I put that meat in your mouth. I put that meat in your mouth. You know you love it when I put that meat in your mouth.
I should hate this one. Ian's doing a voice again, but I am just immature enough to still find this funny.
No more parents, no more rules. Yeah, nice try, mom, but I ain't no fool.
I do hate this one. If you see Ian in a propeller hat, just leave. I cannot stand that character.
Bad guys, watch out! I'll slap your face with a big ass straw.
An amazing secret club called People Eliminating Nefariousness 15 is revealed. The title is a whole joke, and it gives away the joke. Everything that the song is building towards has already had its punchline spoiled.
How many fools can I kill today? Too many to count, don't get in my way. I shoot a mofo in the throat with my bow. Tomahawk chop is my death, freedom fight.
Everyone complains about music having too much auto-tune, but God, I have never been so glad to hear that sweet, sweet computer manipulation. It sounds like actual music. There's a budget, and the joke isn't that it's bad. Insane. Can you imagine that that makes it better? I don't want to be a broken record, but these are all the same, and they have the same problems, and when they win, it's really easy to pinpoint why. Look at how far we've come with the choreography. How far are we fallen? This is Smosh's second most viewed video on their entire channel. We've peaked. Damn. Like, from a statistical point of view, we can go home now. It's all downhill from here.
If you pass the test, you're gonna drive a car. If you get a lot of gas, you can go real far.
It took me a while to rationalize in my head why I actually like this one, because the entire joke is that it's bad. It's called a crap rap in the title. I think it works because, one, the visuals are intentionally bad, but the audio is still professionally recorded and mixed. Two, they aren't trying to do voices per se. They're trying to be like high school versions of themselves, which is that what a high schooler sounds like? There are just little details that I like bad framing, seeing them genuinely break before the shot ends. Like, who is this man? Sometimes it has genuine subtlety. Where'd that come from?
Grab your girl and have some Dixen Cider. I show her love with your Dixen Cider. And fill her full with lots of Dixen Cider. And a mouthful flowing down inside her.
Fun pun, and God do they run with it. Too far. I would really like this one. I think it's edgy, but why? Do you remember that this one had incest jokes in it? Like, a lot? Why? It's really easy to excuse a lot of Smosh for the fact that, oh, it's kids content, this is for children. This should not be for children.
Being a freshman is totally freshman. Ditch, class, punch, bullies, throw them in a trash can.
Hey, it's more that thing I like. Apparently high school is more relatable than driver's ed, so did better with the views. How do you put this much time and money into a video and forget to write a good song? They got to use a real goddamn ship. Like, it looks like it had a budget. It looks like they really went that extra mile. This should have been a slam dunk. They take it's the same concept as the first one that ended up being the second most viewed video on their entire channel. And they made Ian sing it.
We're gonna show you how to pretty prom, slamming energy drinks, dancing all night long.
So it's just like those other two, but the charm isn't there. I don't know. Also, we know what uncomfortable extras look like. They don't look like this, they look like this.
This is gonna be the greatest night. Inviting our friends and we're doing it right.
This is a song about wanting to have a party where you keep your apartment clean and get everyone out of there by 10 o'clock. I relate to this one way more now that I'm 22 than when I was 16. They have weird tangent jokes that kinda don't need to be there, like, oh, there's a albino at the party and he's creepy. Also, oh my god, they hired a real singer and it makes everything better. Get these two chumps out of here. Should I start giving these ratings? 10 out of 10. No, 9 out of 10. Do you mind if I skip ahead like a little bit? I know I said I'd hit everyone, but like,
I lied.
I'm trying to form a bit of an epilogue here, so here's what we're skipping. Name, rap, or die. My bathroom disaster. You're dumb. I'm dumber. Sex, montage, one things I'd rather virgin squad.
Everybody get off your phones and go do what you actually wanna do.
Most trees are blue.
So this is Anthony's last music video with Smosh, and it's the end of a series that already peaked in 2012. This one feels like it could have been made by literally anyone on the internet trying to have a viral Facebook video. It's such a cheap criticism to say that something has no soul, but it's this. I think the way that Anthony left Smosh, while it was sad at the time, it was really well executed, doing the whole thing with Food Battle and, you know, closing it out. They didn't really do that with their music, and that's okay, they didn't need to. Because on one hand, they are bad. I am not gonna compromise on that, but it was a different playing field, that's for sure. Holy shit, we Vivo now! So the new Smosh cast is not my cup of tea, but I think it's pretty safe to say that they're better comedians than Ian or Anthony. Like, they can actually sing, which is pretty cool. Again, post-production, yeah, it's not as annoying. Get this chump out of here.
You walk into the party with some hesitation. You find a group of people, join their conversation.
So this was one of the earlier videos that Anthony made on his solo channel, and I think it was very important because he was still branding himself with this new channel and kind of discovering exactly what his content was going to look like going forward. It's obvious that early on, Anthony wanted to have a much cleaner, sanitized feel. Not necessarily in a bad way, but there's certainly a lot of smoothed edges. This is tolerable to listen to. Is it good? No, probably not. But that's okay. Anthony has rebranded himself.